The first time the Illuminati heard the phrase, mad scientist conspiracy, it was on the agenda as a typo. Item 7.
Emergent threat vectors 7 mad scientist conspiracy.
Possible satirical front?
Typo? Check.
They were in the conference suite under Denver International Airport, the one with no doors on the blueprints and the bad coffee they never fixed because it was useful to see who complained. There was a long table, of course there was oak, polished within an inch of its life, rings of light above it, perfectly spaced, perfectly dim on one wall. A giant screen showed a rolling feed, social media chatter, news headlines, stock movements, trending searches, a dozen languages, one mood, anxious. The chair cleared his throat.
We verified, he asked.
A woman 3 seats down, gray suit, subtle pin, the one everyone knew handled narratives and distractions, tapped her tablet. We picked it up 6 weeks ago as a joke, hashtag. She said memes about girls in lab coats, some fan art, a few shit posts about chemtrails. The screen flickered. Anime, mad girls with goggles, neon beakers, trust the girls of mad science. Stamped in glitch font, laughter in the room low, professional, contemptuous, and now asked the chair. She swiped again. New images, not memes anymore, note scans of handwritten pages, excerpts from blogs nobody had promoted, from forums that never made the algorithm. No brand, no merch, no Patreon, just patterns. Now, she said, we're seeing unaffiliated analysis threads with the same phrase, mad scientist conspiracy. People using it as if it's real, not us, not you, not any known group. And some of the work is good.
Good how?
Ask someone from Risk Models without looking up from his laptop. Good as in they're noticing the scaffolding, not the wallpaper. She said they're not arguing if the earth is flat, they're mapping why flat earth feels safer than nobody cares if you fall. They're treating conspiracies as diagnostic tools, not gospel. They're reverse engineering us without knowing we're here.
Silence!
A small one, but it landed on the screen, a snippet from some anonymous notebook photo. And every story about power is either trust you or trust no one. Something is being left imaginal. The mad scientist conspiracy, the ones whose duty that left over. The man from Cottage Relations curled his lip. Is it a splinter group? He asked. Freemasons gone weird, disgruntled think tank. We'd have a donor list, at least a faculty roster.
We checked. She said there's nothing to infiltrate, no mailing list, no server, just these lonely nodes. People in different cities, different countries, hitting the same conclusions. No coordination we can trace.
Every conspiracy has organizers, said the Risk Models guy. Follow the money, who benefits?
We ran that.
She replied, nobody's monetizing it. No super chat, no seminar funnel, no buy my anti-5G crystals. They're not even trying to be believed, they're trying to be accurate. The word hung in the room like a bad smell. On the screen, another fragment. We are the rumor, your rumor is having. That line again, she said, shows up in 3 different places, 3 different authors, same week. No overlapping contact graphs, it's like they're independently discovering the same joke.
So it's a cultural moment,
said the man near the head of the table. A mimetic event, we can steer it.
Folded into the usual noise, tinfoil hats, quirky Netflix accusaries, a few planted scandals people will either laugh or panic then forget.
Maybe, she said, but look at this.
She pulled up a small heat map, places in the global info flow where narratives bent, where trending outrage never quite took, where a story refused to go fully stupid.
We ran correlation with our standard manipulation campaigns. She continued whenever we introduced a strong divisive wedge. Vaccine panic, election doubt, financial moralizing. We found tiny pockets where neither the official story nor the counter story fully took hold.
And?
The chair act.
And in those pockets, she said, 2 things show up more than Sean.
1, very high rates of cross-checking and primary source reading. 2, some trace use of the phrase mad scientist conspiracy, usually as a joke, sometimes as a shrug. Another fragment on the screen. I don't believe the government, I don't believe the guy in his crock on music. If there's any conspiracy I join, it's the mad scientist one where everybody works alone and nobody asks for their mason.
So, she said quietly, we may be looking at a self-organizing defense mechanism, not against us specifically, but against capture ours, theirs, anybody's. That's impossible. Someone muttered, you can't organize without organizing.
That's the part I can't model.
She said
they're not organizing there. They're not at all the coding. They're not at all the That's the part I can't model, she said.
they're not organizing, they're converging independently. It's like the structure of their doubt is doing the coordination for them.
So what's the action item? He asked. Neutralize, co-opt, discredit. She hesitated, which in that room was almost an act of rebellion. If we try to co-opt, she said, they'll see the fingerprints. If we discredit, we give them a villain and a badge of honor. If we ignore them, they keep mapping the gaps we rely on. Shame, loneliness, epistemic exhaustion.
The chair frowned.
Are you seriously proposing we do nothing, he asked?
No, she said, I'm proposing that. For the first time, we may have encountered a conspiracy that cannot be joined. Only mirrored and mirroring it will change us more than we change it.
What do they call themselves, he asked?
Do they have an internal name. She zoomed in on one more notebook page, ink smudge written sideways in the margin. Membership peak warming. Failed to join. She let them read it. Mad scientist conspiracy. Said that's their joke, there is no inside. Only people who repeatedly fail to join anything that wants their mind, and somehow keep arriving at the same structural questions. Risk models laughed once, short and uncomfortable. So what you're telling us, he said, is that a threat vector is people who can't be recruited by anyone?
Yes, she said, including us.
The chair leaned back in his chair, fingers steeple. Record this as an observatory file. He said at last, no direct intervention for now. Keep watching if they ever centralize, we move until then. He trailed off, scanning the last line again. Metal strip brick wall. Curled in, we would regard the mad scientist conspiracy as an anomaly, he finished.
A non-organization, a rumor with teeth.
And what do we tell the partner? Someone asked. Freemasons, Bilderberg, the usual.
The chair paused.
Tell them, he said, that someone out there is auditing all of us. Tell them to tighten their own stories, and if they ask who's running it,
He allowed himself a thin smile.
tell them we don't know.
The bad coffee cooled, the projector hummed. Somewhere far above them, in a small kitchen with a single dim bulb. Someone who had never heard of the Illuminati under Denver airport circled a line in their notebook and wrote in the margin,
There's gotta be others.
I'll probably never meet them.
That's how I'll know we're real.